Alright, for day one, we are going to be doing factoring techniques. The very first technique that we're going to learn today is the simple AM trinomials. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Look at the notes that I post. I'm going to be generally following those. When we're talking about simple AM, what we're trying to do is we're trying to add and multiply. So under this A, I'm going to write add. And under this M, I'm going to write multiply. So what I want to do is I want to multiply to the last number, but I want to add up to the middle number. So in order to multiply to 12, I'm thinking of using 4 and 3. So that way that'll multiply to 12 and add up to 7. Once I find the two numbers that do that, I can write the answer like this. X plus 4 and X plus 3. Alright, for number 2, I've got to multiply to 15, but at the same time I've got to add up to 8. So for the 15, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 3 and 5. That way 3 times 5 is going to give me 15. 3 plus 5 is going to give me 8. So I know that these are the right two numbers I'm going to use. So to write my answer, I'm just going to use those two numbers. X plus 3, X plus 5. And by the way, these two numbers in your answer can be in any order. I could have written this as X plus 5 and X plus 3. That's the same exact answer. So for number 3, go ahead and try that yourself. All you need to do is find those two numbers that multiply to 25, but at the same time add up to 10. Alright, let's try two of these down here. I'm going to do it 4 and 5. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to multiply to 24, but over here I'm trying to add up to negative 10. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use a 6 and a 4. 6 times 4 is 24, so that's good. But 6 plus 4 is going to give me positive 10. So in order to get negative 10, what I have to do is I have to make both of these numbers negative. So I get negative 6 and negative 4. So when I write my answer, I'm going to have x minus 6 and x minus 4. Let's try number 5. Here I'm trying to multiply to 20, so I can use 4 and 5. 4 times 5 is 20. But at the same time, I'm trying to add up to negative 9. So in order to add up to negative 9, both of these have to be negative. Negative 4, negative 5. So when I write my answer, I'm going to get x minus 4 and x minus 5. I'll let you try 6 by yourself. Let's go ahead and try 7 and 8. Now for number 7, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to multiply to negative 45. But at the same time, I'm trying to add up to negative 4. So what will multiply to negative 45? Some kind of 9, some kind of 5. Since I'm trying to add up to negative 4, which one of these has to be the negative? The biggest number, right? So I'm going to put that negative over the 9. So now negative 9 times 5 is negative 45. But if I add these two numbers, I get negative 9 plus 5 is negative 4. So when I write my answer, I'm going to write it as x minus 9. And since this 5 is still positive, I can write that as x plus 5. Let's try this one. I'm trying to multiply to negative 24. So I'm going to use some kind of 8 and some kind of 3. Because 8 times 3 is 24. But in order to add up to 5, the smallest number has to be negative. So now 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. And if I add the two numbers, 8 plus negative 3 is 5. So I'm going to write my answer as x plus 8 and x minus 3. You can go ahead and try number 9 on your own. One of the numbers is going to be positive. One of the numbers is going to be negative. Okay? The last one I'm going to go over with you is number 10. I'm trying to multiply to 10. So I'm thinking of two numbers that'll do it. 2 times 5 That might work, but 2 plus 5 is not going to give me 6, so I can't use these two numbers. What about 10 and 1? Those will multiply to 10, but it'll add up to not 6, but 11. So I can't use these two numbers either. So if none of the numbers work, that's what you call prime. Alright, so here are the notes for day one. Your day one assignment is going to be able to do 10 questions just like this. Let's go ahead and look at the day one assignment. Alright, so the first 3 questions are going to be positive, positive. What you're trying to do is you're trying to find two numbers that'll multiply to the last number but add up to the middle number. They're both going to be positive numbers. The next 3 are going to be what are called negative, negative. You're going to need to choose 2 numbers that are both negative. But then these 3 down here, these are going to be the mixed ones. These are going to be positive, negative. Alright, so go ahead and try these 10 for homework. I will see you in day 2.